Huwag kayo masyadong maniwala dyan. Maraming namamatay dyan sa droga. It's a dirty business. Even in the law enforcement. At kita naman ninyo, I have lost so many of my policemen, police officers, dito sa drug war. Mata ko, nagdudoble na yung I'm 77 years old. I don't know if I'd be able to read next year any of any written document for that matter. Basis Conversion and Development Authority Officer in charge and President Chief Executive Officer Aristotle Batuhan, Senator Bongo, Chairperson, Senate Committee on Sports, and one of the authors of the act establishing the National Academy of Sports. Ayan bong, yan talaga ang even before, it was just my, at a time, I was working as an aide. Dream niya talaga ito. Senator Sherwin Gatchalian is also the sponsor of the law. Former House Speaker, incumbent Taguig Pateros, and 1st District Congressman and Senator-elect Alan Peter Cayetano, author also of the law. Marami yan sila. But these are the three. Itong na-mention ko na nagtrabaho talaga, including Senator Tolentino as a congressman, pati si Senator, were really avid fans for the development of sports in this country. Philippine Olympic Committee President and Cavite 8th District Congressman Abraham Tolentino, author also. Taguig 2nd District Congresswoman Maria Laarne Cayetano, author. Is she around? I don't see her. Sabi ko na nga ba, dalawa itong pages. Matatapos alas 4, maghintay lang kayo. Ay, alas 5 pala. Valenzuela City 2nd District Congressman Eric Martinez, sponsor the law. Philippine Sports Commissioner Ramon Fernandez, Governor Susan Yap. Bato si Ma'am, pagsisaan ko ito nakikita, and I'm very happy every time I see you. I think it was yesterday. Victoria Municipal Mayor Christian Yap, National Academy of Sports Executive Director Josephine Joy Reyes, fellow workers in government, mga bisita, ladies and gentlemen. I have a written speech, 2 pages. Alam ko, inip na, tawag sa Tagalog na inip na kayo. Ninabot na lang tayo ng ulan, tapos mainit kanina, ngayon ulan, babalik itong init, tapos ulan na naman. Itong gago na dugdug na ito, hinahabol ako sa helicopter. Doon pa ito sa Maynila nabubwisit na ako. I will read the prepared speech, but I will tell you that it is not mine. It is prepared by the ladies of the kung hindi ko naman basahin to, I would not do justice to the effort. So babasahin ko, but then mag-segue ako before magpapasalamat, dahil I want to unburden myself before you kung ano talaga sa loob ko and the governance that I would be leaving If I turn out to be, ayaw ninyo yung lingwahe ko, then so be it. Ganon talaga ako. I am what I am, and you are what you are. So, kayo na lang intende yung. My warmest greetings to the members, officials, and stakeholders of the participating government agencies and the private sector as we hold the inspection of the National Academy of Sports. I commend the National Academy of Sports, the Basis Conversion and Development Authority, and all government and private partners that contributed to the construction of this new and significant institution, despite inherent limitations of the pandemic. 2 years ago, a strong Filipina made history and won the most coveted gold medal in the Olympics, in the first ever for the Philippines, despite or in spite of the competition's tremendous advantage. Hidlin Diaz beat the odds and paved the way for more aspiring athletes who will fire and win for medals in this country. I am pleased that her feat has encouraged the public, especially the youth, to take notice of the many talented athletes who are making waves in the international sports. It is thus an opportunity, time for me to help them maximize their potential with constant, comprehensive projects and activities that promote the welfare and development of our athletes. This National Academy of Sports is envisioned to be a world-class facility that would serve as a forefront in our efforts to provide a conducive environment for the academic, sports training, and character development of our young athletes. It is therefore my hope and maybe my prayer that the pioneer batch of student athletes become well-rounded Olympians and champions who will carry our flag in the international sports arena and inspire a deep sense of patriotism among the Filipinos. Let me continue to work with one another to sustain our present golden era of sports even beyond my term, keeping in mind that the legacy we are building will not be ours alone, but also for the succeeding generations to come. Before the salamat, we're talking about the youth, the young Filipinos, and the next generation of Filipinos who will inherit our country and will become the fathers and mothers of children. I am ever conscious that it is my duty to protect the young at itong mga bata, anak natin. That is why I had no hesitation and I was very happy to sign the law that would pave the way for this to evolve something which is really beautiful and magnificent to me. Doon ako naiimber na kasi as president, when I take my oath of office, the security and safety of the country. And ever conscious na dito sa mga adults, yung mga voters, wala na yan. We are safe with them. Yun sector. Told you before that when I leave the presidency, mag-iwan ako ng strong armed forces, pati police. Although, itong police minsan, panminsan-minsan man lang itong mga yawa na ito. Pero na-involve sa drugs and into something. But overall, by and large, we have a very strong police force. At mas marami yung matitino kaysa loko-loko. I'd like to make a comparison to you why. Why you would be surprised. Bakit ang army wala? Armed forces wala? Bakit itong pulis karaming kalukuhan ang nandiyan pa sa drugs? Alam mo itong military, it is usually governed by rules. Kung nandiyan ka, sundalo ka na sa kampo ka, and you cannot leave the camp without the approval or consent of the camp commander. Ang problema dito sa police, papunta na ako doon sa sinabi ko. Just be patient with me. Ito na yung ito yung iniwan ko sa iyo. Iniwan ko na ito sa inyo kasi para maintindihan ninyo. Itong police, they are tasked with the mandate of law enforcement. Kaya pag-report dyan sa kanyang estasyon, mag-time in yan, tapos they go out to the respective assignments, be it traffic or narcotics and anti-terrorism. Ito lahat law enforcement. It is only when there is really a sort of a raucous that will involve the country, then we call in the armed forces. Dito sa taas, the Navy. So, ganon. Yung law enforcement is a very dirty business. Kaya yung iba, pumapasok sa droga. Ngayon, ito namang mga drug lords, huwag kayong maniwala. That's a lot of bullshit. Na magpatay ako ng bata, ng babae. Sila yan. Karamihan dyan, pag hindi nag-remit ng kita nila, be it the mafia, the senyalosa, pag dininggoy mo yung pera nila, talagang papatayin ka. And they go to the sort of wrapping the person with tape. Hindi ka trabaho ng polis. Kung patay ng putang, barilin mo. Isang bala lang. Why do you have to go into the exercise of hindi ka naman mommy maker? So if you naggawa ka ng mommy like the Egyptians, I would understand. But that is not your trade. Huwag kayo masyadong maniwala dyan. Maraming namamatay dyan sa droga. It's a dirty business. Even in the law enforcement. At kita naman ninyo, I have lost so many of my policemen, police officers, dito sa drug war. Merong isang torpe na ex-justice, unconstitutional do yung drug war. Sabi ko, Padre, magkaiba ang libro natin. You must have the wrong theories about humanities and all. But yung mga ganon, subukan mo dito sa trabaho ko. Fighting drugs. Hindi mo madala. Hello, drug lords, kindly stop because you are destroying the next generation. You are destroying our children, our only asset. Kasi wala kaming pera, hindi kami milyonaryo, wala kaming mall. Pagkatanda namin, ang anak namin ang susubo ng lugaw pati medisina. Ngayon kung gawain mo loko-loko lahat yan, what will happen? Security namin yan. It's public security and order. We must have order. Yang papel o libro ni Justice, I'd like to mention his name. Para sa akin, bugok ka. You are a scholar. I know you are from Davao. Bright ka, valedictorian ka. Okay yan. But hindi yan pwede dito. In the reality, you have to come to terms with what is actually happening on the ground. Mayor ako, for 23 years. I was a prosecutor. No, yung corruption sa police mismo. Many case doon na on the early years of my prosecutor, I was doing trial work every day. Alam mo puta, pagbigay ng pulis sa akin sa evidence, alam mo ang laman nung order ang judge for a re-evaluation, binigyan ako ng tawas ng mga putang ina. So bumakyat yung kaso. Hindi lang yan once, twice. Hindi magsipot, tapos may subpoena to appear to testify. I cannot build my case because there is no witness in front of me to talk about. Kasi napa-assign sa ibang lugar. It's money. At yung mga namang dedicated police officers, makatanggap lang yan ng sulat at ang laman, yung picture na ng asawa niya na teacher na lumalabas sa eskwelahan. Kaya magdapit sila, sir. Gusto nang kaming mag-resign. Wala kaming pag-start na negosyo. Yung medyong better of police officers or pumupunta na ng Amerika. But it's getting worse. Mas pathetic sila kaysa akin. You've been to San Francisco. Tingnan mo yung nakalinya in Canada. Seattle. I've been there because may relatives ko. Makita. Diyan sa daan. Diyan sa sidewalk na gumagawa ng tent. Dito gawain mo sa tangin pag hindi kita sinipa. Diyan sa park. They do not have the park anymore. There are so many tents. And they are defecating everywhere. Ganon ang droga. And it has destroyed the image of America. Huwag na tayo magbulahan. Nakapunta naman ako doon. Kaya lang ngayon sa presidency ko, I never, despite of the 3 invitations from Obama to Trump, pati ngayon, kaming mga heads of state were invited to go there last month. Ako lang ang Philippines ang absent. And may reason, sinabi ko sa kanila, if we are having an elections tomorrow, 13 yung invitation, I am no longer a viable representative of my country. Because commitments might be made there, promises given, I cannot bind the country anymore and my government because I am functus de officio. Sabi ko, por delikadesa, hindi ako pumunta. Pero ayaw ko talagang pumunta doon. Remember, sabi ko noon, there will never be a time that I would go to America. Why? Alam na ninyo yan. So, ginawa ko ito. Bakit ako enthusiastic as the authors of the moving warm bodies in Congress na sumuporta nito? It's because we have to provide an outlet for the youth. Na huwag na lang sana silang magdruga and they participate here, and they excel, and yung sa probinsya na hindi nakuha, yan you start to train. Yun ang dream ng isang tao na tatay. That is my dream for my country. Never mind about my past. Kasi ako, nag-champion ako, na-champion rin ako. Pero yung hulin, hindi yung takyan, yung ginaganon yung, hanggang doon lang ako. Wala akong ibang sports. Payat ako. Hanggang ngayon, payat ako. Wala ako dyan yung it would require muscles and everything. Because never mind me. But hindi ako bright. 75 lang ako. On the average, 75. Kindergarten, hanggang low office. Sige, inom dyan sa Ligarda. May ano dyan sa Mindiola, may bridge dyan, tapos may walkway dyan. Pag right ka doon sa Ligarda, mayroon dyan. Small eatery. Chilled beer. Doon kami halos gumraduate sa College of Law. Sige, inom. And even magsuka sa class, no? Kasi ni Ricardo Puno, na isang Bicolano, judge ng BUA ngayon, sumuka kasi sobrahan. It's good just to, para may illustration ako na, pero ako mismo, deep inside, in the core of my humanity, I really care for my country. Hindi ko na lang sabihin because nagyayabang ako. You know, my father was governor. When I graduated, I became a prosecutor. Then transitioned to a vice mayor during the OIC days. Then I won the mayorship in 1988. And I stayed there for 23 years. Nag-break lang ako, kaya pumasok yan si Inday. That is the story. So hanggang sa presidency, sa awa ng Diyos, hindi ako nakatikim ng talo.